Happy Cinco de Mayo. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. I am Divine, and the man in
That
the
was
bed is
crazy.
Titanic.
That was crazy.
You didn't know I could do that, huh? Oh,
No, I'm gonna turn you down so you don't hear you, so I can see if anybody messages during the chat here.
oh man. It is Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. They are planning some big fiestas up and down the road here from where we live. Apparently, all the Mexican restaurants will be hosting parties, live bands, and etc. tonight. I seen them setting up. Pretty interesting little deal. So excited for that. Most people don't realize that in Mexico, this is a big, big holiday for them. I don't know why the 5th of May is a big holiday for them. Never understood, but hey, kudos to them. It's kind of like New Orleans. We find a reason to fucking party for everything.
Do I need to use my Google machine to see what Cinco de
Hey,
Mayo is?
go ahead and Google, man. If it works, it works. I don't know. Like I've never understood it. Try to keep my cussing down. Not that anybody gives a damn. Try to be more professional. I don't think there's any professional left in me. It's been too many years. Hey, while we're getting started, before we get good and going, I want to give a big shout out to Mad Rabbit Tattoo Aid. Okay. If y'all don't know who this is, and if you don't have, like Titanic, he doesn't have any tattoos. This here is just their standard. This is their standard tattoo enhancer. This shit works wonders. Let me tell you, I've got tattoos all up and down my arms, on my ribs, on my neck. I got a new one. I'll show y'all later on when it's good and healed up. But it takes this stuff here is like a moisturizer that will, you take it, you rub it in between your fingers, and you rub it on your tattoos all up and down your arm. It smells great. It's this one here. This smell is coconut vanilla or vanilla coconut, one of the two. I may say it
That's
backwards.
nasty.
Oh no, it smells great. I love it. I love the smell
Here,
of it. They also
put your
have
finger
like
up to the screen.
what am I smelling? Oh, you smelling it? It smells great.
It
Told you
does.
like
It
that.
don't smell too bad. It's not too strong.
See, that's what I told you. Yeah, it don't. It really don't. It's really good, and for those of you that don't have tattoos, it's still a good skin moisturizer. So if you don't have tattoos, you can still go over and buy from them. And it's great skin moisturizer. They have body wash for people that have tattoos that helps to moisturize it and make your tattoos stay, vibrant. That way, you're not wasting your money on tattoos that turn shitty looking. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
So, would you like your history lesson for the day?
Yeah, give me my history lesson. Well, hold on. It won't be the history lesson for the day. This will be the history lesson for Spanish history because we're gonna dive back a little bit. I've got some history for you.
Okay. Well, Cinco de Mayo is a yearly celebration held on May 5th, which commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Pueblo in 1862, led by General. I can't say the name.
Yeah, I couldn't either. That's
So
that's. I mean, that's good to know.
we want to say congratulations on the victory.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Happy Cinco de
Here
Mayo.
we are thinking y'all are only good in soccer.
Oh, I knew that. They're better at a lot of things. We will not go there. We will not go there.
I mean, I always thought they were just good at tacos and, soccer.
Taco Tuesday, man, and it's Thursday, so it's Thirsty Thursday, and I'm thirsty. I'm all out.
Oh,
Yeah, my cups run dry. Gardening. Somebody said they're good at gardening.
I'm not commenting on that.
But it's true. If you want the roof of your house put back on in a timely manner, you call the Hispanic people. They get shit done. I'm just saying. That is not racist. They are good at gardening.
You
They
see
are
where
good
the
at
part Ralphie May
roofing.
said? You see where Ralphie May said?
No.
They're good at everything. They could take, and it'll be the size of an upside down pyramid and moving all your shit out of a house.
Yep.
And one person sitting on top of it.
Yep. I'm just saying. I mean, they get shit done. They get shit done. I mean, after the hurricane hit, if I'd have had them fellas working on my house, my fence would have done been fucking fixed. But the insurance company won't pull their head out of their ass. So you know how that works. Anyway, I said I had a history lesson for you. Let me see here if I can screen share what I'm wanting to share. Oh, speaking of which, I want to wish a very happy birthday. I think it's his 83rd birthday, or maybe it's his 85th. Don't quote me. I'm not for sure. To WWE Hall of Famer, Cowboy Bill Watts. Want to wish him a happy birthday. Let me see if I can throw this up here for everybody. There he is. Oh, Cowboy Bill Watts. Happy birthday to him. And now we are going to, let me see. I'm going to slide one way or the other. And we are going to do a little bit of, a time travel, if you will.
I'm waiting because I don't know nothing about this.
All right, let me see. Looky there. This one here, and let me pull up my, I'm getting a message from a buddy of mine who's working on something very custom for you and me, my good sir. I have a gift, if you will, on the way for you real soon. So, and a whole gift box at that. But that's beside the point. This flyer here is from Pensacola, Florida, and it was on May 5th of 82. And some of the names mentioned here are Southeastern heavyweight. It's a Southeastern heavyweight title match. Ron Fuller, and I'm going to assume that's Jose LeDuc.
No, that's Joe LeDuc.
Joe LeDuc? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. We got special challenge here, Robert Fuller and Terry Gordy versus the New Zealand Sheep Herders. Now that would be the what people came to know as the Bushwhackers. And then we've got Tony Charles, Jacques Rougeau.
Rougeau. It's the Rougeau. One of the Rougeau brothers.
Yeah. It's probably fucking PCO.
No, that's Carl Roulette.
Okay, same thing. See, I butcher the fucking French names. Okay, I made a C.
It's okay. We're not French here. I gotta take my glasses off to see this.
You got Scott McGee versus Juan Reynosa, Roy Welch, which is a name I haven't heard in a long time, versus Larry Hamilton. This was in, like I said, this was a Pensacola, Florida show. They wrestled at the high school.
NWA.
Yes, sir. At the Mississippi Auditorium. I couldn't get the words out, man. And then this one here that I found.
Knoxville Civic Coliseum.
Yeah. This one was in Knoxville, Tennessee. Also on May 5th of 78.
Oh, I wasn't born then.
Me fucking either.
Well, I know you would.
But look at the main event of the night. I guarantee you that was a damn good match. You've got the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Harley Race, taking on Ron Fuller. Not
the
to mention
Mongolian Stomper.
Yeah, and Ronnie Garvin.
Versus Ron Garvin. And then Dennis Condrey and Phil Hickerson versus Jimmy Golden and Robert Fuller. So apparently they've been tagging up for years.
Yeah. And then we have a Southern Brass Knuckles title mentioned down here. Bearcat Brown taking on Professor Boris Malenko.
That's Dane's dad, isn't it?
Yeah, I do believe so. Then there's Bob Roof versus Tony Charles. Rip Smith versus Don Carson. And Ron White versus Dick Sternborn.
Ron Wright, that guy was with 30 Roads on Channel 5 wrestling back in the day.
Was he? Mm-hmm. I knew some of the
names. I recognize that name.
I didn't know all of the names. Now, this one here
looky there. It's a young Brad Armstrong.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't recognize everybody, but I recognized some of them. This one here was from Pensacola as well. but this one was from 85.
Mhm.
And this one it's like a tag team tournament. They have the Nightmares and Austin Idol and Pork Chop Cash, Scott Armstrong and Brad Armstrong, Brad Armstrong and Steve Armstrong, or Bob Armstrong and Steve Armstrong, Jimmy Golden and Lord Humongous. I don't know which Lord Humongous. Robert Fuller.
It's
You're
going to
gonna
be the original
okay.
Lord
I was
Humongous.
gonna say you're gonna say something, and I'm gonna have to censor you. But I mean, some of the names you got: Tommy Wildfire Rich, you've got the Flame and Boomer H Lynch, Jerry Oates and Ted Oates. Of
Chick
course,
Donovan. You remember Chick Donovan?
that name sounds so familiar, and I'm sure if I seen him, I would.
Okay, so he's still wrestling in Georgia.
Okay,
Um, he's blonde, flamboyant kind. He was in Memphis. Probably when you wasn't born yet. When was you born?
89.
He may have been around then.
I will say, I mean, the
That's
name
crazy.
sounds
And
familiar.
look at the ticket prices.
I know, right? So much better
That's
than
high.
it was.
That's high dollar ticket prices right there.
850's high, but you know.
I
But
mean,
what gets me is if you look at the top of the flyer, they're giving away double Broncos, man. 1985 Broncos will be given away to the winners of the tournament, donated by Key Ford.
that's awesome. And all you got to do is pay $850 to get in.
No.
That's
The
right. That's
winners
ringside
of the
ticket.
tournament, man.
Oh, the winner of the tournament gets it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
We should have tagged up in 85 and we could have won some Broncos and, we'd have been on the fucking
I
radio
was
getting
cute
talked
back
about like
then. I was
O.J.
5.
Simpson. And then this one here, I think this may be our last one. I found it, and it's from Kingsport, Tennessee. It's also a May the 5th, and it's of 76. And I don't know. I'm guessing, whose head is that?
Well, they don't look like Robert Fuller.
Okay, so it's Don Carson. It's the
I don't even
Southeastern
know who Don
Championship.
Carson is.
See, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know some of the names. Like, I knew who Jimmy Golden was. I know who Ron Fuller is. I don't know who Tara Tanaka is.
Taru Tanaka?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen him before.
Unless that's the Tanaka I'm thinking of. I doubt it.
Here, I'll look him up.
You look him up. You got Norvell Austin, General Homer, Odell, Ron Wright. Super Avenger 1 is taking on Ron Wright and Mike Stallings versus Super Avenger 2. So they had 1 and 2 Super Avengers back in shit, I forgot the year already. 76, I believe. Yes, look at me remembering shit. But back in 76, they had Super Avengers. Where the fuck are our Avengers, Carl? But yep, that is it for the time machine trip today. I thought I would give us a little history lesson and a shout out to Cowboy for his birthday and things like that. Just trying to have a good day. I don't know what you've been up to. I'm sure you went to the doctor today.
Yeah.
Kids are getting into the last week of school. Got a shit ton of birthdays coming up this month. Oh God. And I'm steadily having to move. I'm sorry, my headset, because not only do I have new piercings, but I also have a new tattoo, and my damn headset's
Congratulations
on both. Thank you. It was so nice to get those lips covered. I will gladly show the tattoo off when it's healed. Who'd you find? What'd you find?
Well, it sent me to Professor Tanaka.
Oh, well, it's not who we thought of. He's not a professor.
So let me try.
I didn't think he's a real Indian, is he?
Who?
Tatanka.
Professor Tatanka? Yeah, Tatanka is.
The fuck? I didn't know that. I thought he was Hispanic.
No.
I know an Indian that's like 1/16.
Professor Tanaka is actually American. He played a Japanese gimmick, but he's American, but he's Hawaiian.
Oh, there you go. So he turned on his
Um,
own country to support the fucking
I'm
Japanese?
taking. I guess I'm taking it that either the Tairu Tanaka. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's the Tairu Tanaka. Hold
Oh, you found something. Look at you.
on.
Look at
Uh-oh.
you being a Google machine. Too bad we can't get your screen up on this thing.
Well, guess what? They're showing the same guy. So
Oh, okay.
Tairu Tanaka was Professor Tanaka.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. I don't know who the fuck either one of them are. Sounds great.
He's a thick man.
I am too. Right in the middle.
I mean, thick. I mean, like
Thick.
you don't want to mess with him, kind of man.
Yeah. Probably not. So if anybody has any questions of the few people that are watching today, you are more than welcome to type those out in the comment section. If it's a good question, I'll throw it up on the screen. Me and Titanic will read it. We'll answer your question. We're also going to talk about a few other things today. I don't think we'll probably go as long as we have been. Last week, we did not intend to go 3 hours, but I'm glad we got to go 3 hours. It was a rough episode for everyone involved, but that's man, it's hard when you lose somebody. In and out watching y'all laugh out loud. Works crazy right now, but I shared the live for y'all. Thank you, Mr. Cross. We appreciate it. Keep us rolling. You said something about showing off some of my belts. I guess I can do that if you want, real quick.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we had to push it back because of what happened, and
That's right. Okay.
so we were doing that.
I'm glad you reminded me because I forgot all about it. So I'll just grab them here one at a time. I don't want to knock them down, but the old white strap Intercontinental title. The only thing I don't like about this one, if you'll notice, I mean, right here, not right there, right there, the fact that on all the logos, instead of it saying WWF, which is what I originally wanted, it says WWE. It is so hard to find belts with the original WWF logo these days. It breaks my heart that this belt does not get the the heritage of the fact that it was one of the original belts. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Right.
But that's one of my favorite ones there. It's not my top favorite. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm not going to show this one off. It's just that plastic commemorative NXT belt that I have.
Yeah.
It's actually up for sale on eBay. That's what helps fund my podcasting. So if anybody wants to make me an offer on it, you can make me an offer now, and I'll just sell it to you and take it off fucking eBay. But I also have this one here. This was a
I got
Christmas
$10.
gift. Fuck you, buddy. Ain't going that cheap. This here was a Christmas gift.
I like it.
Oh man. And I have given it the name Arn. This is my Arn. And the reason I have given it the name Arn is because it is the title that is most associated with Arn Anderson. From back in the day, he was television champion for quite a while. There was a number of other television champions. I've done some research on it, but there was a number of other television champions. But Arn Anderson, from my childhood up, was always somebody who I just.
Bobby Eaton was a TV champion, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Some guy that didn't really make it out, didn't make real good for himself. Steve Austin.
Oh yeah, that piece of shit.
Yeah, he did. I don't think he did. I wonder how he did.
Apparently he's making millions while we're still sitting here hoping and praying that we'll get a break one day, right?
Right.
But this is by far one of my top favorites. My other co-host and cohort who has yet to do a live with me, Mr. Jerry, actually got this for me for Christmas this past year. And like I said, I named it Arn, and my wife actually for my birthday, she's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" She's like, "You're hard to buy for." She said, "I know you collect all this stuff, but what do you want? Like, is there something you want?" So for Easter this year, she always does an Easter basket for the kids and me. She got me the Eighth Wonder of the World, Andre the Giant book that they wrote about him, and had it in my little Easter basket. So I've been reading that on the side. And Arn and them have the Slam Buddies, which I have my own Slam Buddies coming soon. I'll show those to you when they get here. But She bought me an orange Slam Buddy, and he's actually wearing this belt on his Slam Buddy. So it's cool as shit.
Oh,
I was excited about that. I was like, that's funny. Also, I'll get to the top three here in a minute. And that's when I'll have to stand up and show everybody my sexy backside. Not that I like to, but got the one more here. I'll pull out and show you real quick. Oh, it ain't too heavy. This is the NWA, and as you pointed out, the National Tag Team Championships that would go on to become the USA Tag Team Championships, which is also another belt that is on my belt hit list that I'm trying to get a copy of. And I don't think a lot of people may not know what belt we're talking about. It's a red strap, says USA on it. Beautiful belt. I'll find a picture and throw it up here at some point. But if you grew up in our area, you knew what that belt was. You know what I mean? That was a real pretty belt. But I always liked these belts. I always wanted a set. And my wife, I don't remember how I came across this one, but I came across these. And then, of course, I got these other three I'm fixing to show you. And
you got both of those?
Yes.
So you got a set?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a set of these. I'm working on a trio of a couple other belts, too.
Like the 6-man tags?
No.
Oh.
No. I like to collect old ring used belts that people end up getting and just pile up. I mean, we should go through your belt collection that's laying over there on the fucking floor.
Actually, my U.S. title is on top of my clothes. So.
Oh, okay. Just the U.S. title, though, right?
Well, the rest of them are actually needing re-leathered and everything else.
Yeah, them tag belts are in rough shape. All right, I'll start with this one here in the center. Of course, everybody knows what this is. This is big gold, standard 3-plate setup. Beautiful, beautiful bitch. She's heavy as fuck. She's on the original brown leather, as you can tell. Now, this is not a replica, okay? This is a custom made. If you see the nameplate there, it says Divine. I didn't have this made for myself. I swear on the Holy Bible. When me and Jerry started hanging out, his wife works with mine. Let me just give that backstory, okay? His wife works with my wife at the same hospital. They are, like everybody calls them the twins because they spend so much time together. For my birthday that year, Jerry had said something about always wanting a belt like Goldberg's belt. So his birthday's in May as well. So I was like, okay, I'm getting Carl the NWA belt I got you. And I'm going to get Jerry the WCW belt with Goldberg on it. And we meet up to trade birthday presents and to have our birthday lunch. And I open it up, and this is what's in it. This thing, if you look, is legit. That belt is legit 8 millimeters thick. This thing has to weigh every bit. I've put it on a scale, but I don't think my scale is completely accurate because one day it tells me I look fat as hell, and the other day it tells me I look sexy, so I don't know. But it was like 16 something pounds. I want to say this thing weighs at least, right around 15 and a half pounds. But the scale swears up and down. It weighs like 16 and a half pounds. I'm not buying the 16 and a half. I'm buying the 15 and a half. Cause Flair up there, he weighs exactly 10 pounds. This 4 millimeters thick on leather weighs just as much as the one they carry to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out how this, because holding them both, it's a job and a half. When I was in here moving stuff around and I had one in one hand and one in the other hand and was trying to put them on the bed and get them out of the way, job and a half to deal with them. But love this belt. I didn't know what Jerry was getting me. Okay. I didn't know what he was getting me for my birthday, but Valerie kept telling me, oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. I had never been a huge fan of this belt. This was not one of my belts that was on my list. I'll just be honest.
Right.
Like it's an important belt. It's the belt that came after the NWA 10 pounds of gold. But to me, the NWA 10 pounds of gold has always been my belt. That's the belt that I've always dreamed about. And when I opened this up and got it out and I seen it, I was like, oh, it's fucking gorgeous. Like, I love it. Like, and that's why it takes center stage up here on my trophy case, because it is just absolutely mind blowing. If you ever come visit, you got to hold this bitch. She's heavy.
Well, the one that Mark had that was made out of nickel, that thing was heavy too.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yes. I don't know why it was so heavy, but yes, I remember it. My shit got tangled up and fell. All right. So I'm going to show you the newest addition to the collection, and then I will go to my top number one most favorite belt ever. This here is the newest edition. This here is the Unified Championship. And you see all the little side plates. And you flip it around. And it's got, there's another side plate here. And it's got the little certified unified thing on it. Nice little thick clip. This one's pretty heavy too. It's not as heavy as Big Bertha up there, but it's pretty heavy. Came by this one off chance, just looking online. Guy had it up, didn't know what he had, wanted to sell it. Said that it had just been sitting around his house forever and a day. And there goes my shit again. He didn't know what to do with it. I'm gonna have to start wearing a Bluetooth headset or something. Especially if you're gonna keep making me monkey around up here. Of course, you got my Shawn Michaels bop. Shawn Michaels pop up there. Whoever's calling is just gonna have to wait. I am busy. Probably my damn insurance adjuster over me. And then, of course, the belt that has meant the most to me my entire wrestling career.
Did you get that redone?
No, not yet. No, you threw it in the floor. You let it get tore up.
It was already like that.
I know. I didn't have it in a case at the time, and actually, I've looked into sending it off to get it re-leathered and to get all the studs replaced on it that need to be replaced and have it shined up and sent back, because that is that's my pride and joy right there. That one is and always will be my pride and joy. I
had them all decked out across the whole wall.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'd laying up against it, but of course, things have been added in my room, and I ain't got no place to put them.
See, that was my problem, and my wife was nice enough. We went and picked out these nice shelves. I got tired of waiting to order this glass case and them having such a shortage of it and not being able to get it here. And so I was like, you know what, just send my money back. I know a place that's got these really nice tobacco oak finished shelves I can go get. All my belts will fit in there. They'll look good. It'll look better than them being stuck in a glass case. Plus, I'll be able to get to them if I need to show them off. And they look good. I mean, I like having them back there. There's a few other things I'd like to add to the collection that I'm working on. Like I said, I got a whole hit list of belts that I'd like to buy. I'm almost done with my NWA hit list, actually. I think the only other belt that's missing from that collection is the U.S. title.
I've got it.
No, not that one. I want the silver one. that looks just like the NWA.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm weird. I like them all. I like the ones when they all looked the same.
mm,
I mean, we've got the NWA titles laying there in your floor. We've got a set of those. The ones that they went to,
right.
they're laying there in your floor. But I want the I got the square ones, and then I wanted I've been wanting a US belt like Tully used to carry around for forever and a day. So that's next on my list. There's of course the USA tag belts there on my list. I've been looking at the AWA stuff. They're on my list too, but AWA really wasn't that big to me until years later.
Right.
Because of where I was. But yeah, that's my small belt collection for now. So there you go.
A
You got what?
unified title, that's a big belt for us.
Yeah. Yeah, especially that one. That's a beauty.
Mm-hmm. Not that I'd ever, break one of the cases at Lawler's restaurant to get it. You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
That is another belt that I am interested in getting my hands on is the Southern Heavyweight title.
Oh,
The red
I'm glad
plate.
you said something. I might be able to get a hold of somebody to get that belt because somebody's supposed to be getting that belt.
Oh yeah?
And yeah, and I told him I was interested in getting it.
Well, you just keep me in mind then, my good friend.
So,
That would look real good up here on my case.
oh, it would look real good. Oh, he's still. Oh, let me check.
I was gonna say because that's one that I would love to get my hands on. So we're gonna jump in here. We're gonna do a little bit of talking, but before we do that, I'm gonna explain to everyone that there will be polls going up after we get off the live today. There will probably be 2 tag team polls go up, and there will probably be 2 factions polls going up. And what I will do, I've decided after we deliberated earlier, I realize now I have enough to do a 3 and 3 poll. I did all the polls, got 6 winners. And so what I'll do is I'll put 3 of the winners on one poll for the tag teams and 3 of the winners on the next poll for the tag teams. But I'll post them both at the same time. So you'll go on there and you'll vote. Out of this set of 3, who do you think should win? And out of this set of 3, who do you think should win? And then when they get, when it gets to like 400 and something votes or 200 and something votes, and there's a majority person ahead or a majority team ahead, I will pull those 2 and put them on a poll by themselves, and I will do the factions the same way because the factions, my only problem with the fucking factions is I'm going to have to put 4 on 1 because like I told you during the 4th poll, the Shield and the Ministry of Darkness for some reason fucking tied. I don't know why. Can you explain that one to me?
Shield was a pretty big deal.
I wasn't really over on the Shield.
They got their own. I mean, they got their own era.
Yeah, I mean they did. They really dominated. But I was never huge on the Shield for some reason. I always liked Ambrose as his self out there doing his thing. Seth and Roman really, they needed the group to get started, but I don't think Moxley needed to be in a group to get himself over. In my opinion, I think he was one of those. If they'd have gave him something that he believed in, he'd have been out there tearing the fucking house down every week without having to be in a group. Does that make sense?
True, but it made all 3 world champions. So
True.
and actually one of them's heading the roost. So
I was gonna say one of them's fucking. Whew. So I'm starting to buy into this whole Rock versus Roman shit at WrestleMania next year.
are you?
Yeah, I'm buying into it. I told you I watched the Young Rock TV show.
Okay, I didn't get to watch it this week.
Well,
I didn't get to watch it last week either.
I think it may have been last week's episode. I hadn't watched this week's episode yet, but it was either last week's episode or the week before that. I know they had Downtown Bruno in there,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a guy playing Jeff Jarrett, And then they had this little kid playing Roman as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And him and The Rock, I told you about it before. Them saying
Yeah,
him saying,
about 3 weeks ago.
yeah, him saying wrestle me, and him saying, no, that's for another date and time and blah blah blah. It'll be, that'll be for WrestleMania. And that clicked in my head. Oh, okay, maybe they are building to that. So I don't know. I'm starting to. I mean, something's going on because there's nobody that can really challenge. I say there's nobody, but I mean, you got Bobby Lashley, you got Omos, but still, I wouldn't waste my time putting title on Omos. Let me just say that. He's green as shit. Yeah, he's big, but he's green as shit. And I think he's got the same thing Andre had. Did you know Lars Sullivan has got the amygdala stuff that Andre had? The giant
No,
disease?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's got the same. Yeah, Lars Sullivan had the
Oh, look, we've got bigger now.
yeah, I fixed it. It was still doing the split screen shared thing. I figured people wanted to see our sexy faces and not zoomed out on us.
Hold on. I just had the guy that I'm talking to about that belt that I was telling you about,
Yeah,
the Southern belt.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh shit, time to pay bills.
he told me to shoot him a price, but I told him I wanted to see it up front. He said he's supposed
Yeah,
to pick it up Saturday.
yeah. I mean, definitely want to see it first. I'm not one of those that wants to buy something and it look shitty. I will
I
say,
understand.
I love my belts. I have a certain standard. If it's not 2 millimeters or thicker, I won't buy it.
Right.
Just because you want it to be durable metal, no matter what metal they use. Because a lot of these belt makers nowadays use zinc,
Mm-hmm.
and zinc's not very durable. I've seen a zinc belt bend in half. I've also seen a zinc belt set in someone's car, and when it heated up, it just kind of, depending on how they laid it, it would just kind of fold around the seat. Like if it was hanging off the seat,
Mm-hmm.
like it was hanging off of the edge of the seat, and
Yeah.
as it got hot, it just kind of,
Melted.
yep. And right in the
Hey,
direct sunlight. I was like, yeah, that's why I'm careful about what I buy.
hey, so just to go off track of what we're talking about,
Go ahead.
I got my new camera in.
I remember you telling me that.
So I got it in. Uh, and I'm going to Aubrey, Arkansas Saturday. Probably leave here about 11. So I can get there. Bell time starts at 3. They're having a big thing. The fire department's putting on a
I
spring
seen that.
bash. It's supposed to be a nice day, 70 by 75. There's going to be some wrestling and some other stuff going on, and it's going to be a good time. So,
I seen that. They're gonna have a tractor pull and a car show and
so
all
I
kinds
mean,
of stuff.
and it's a small little town, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I'm going to try out this camera. Hopefully, everything looks good.
Yeah, I hope.
But then the next Saturday at the Mariana Civic Center, it's called Battle Bowl.
Yeah,
It's going to be huge.
right.
Uh, the Wrecking Crew is facing the Crowleys.
The Wrecking Crew.
Yeah. Look, let
That
me.
sounds familiar.
Not the it's not the Wrecking Crew. I mean, but it's a Wrecking Crew.
Okay, I mean I got you. It sounds
Uh,
familiar.
let me see here.
I heard Joe Exotic gonna be there.
No.
Oh, Floyd ain't gonna be there.
Let's see here.
I'm getting heat on that. I guess you're gonna ignore me.
Shit. Mike Reels and his partner, and I'm having a blank of who his partner is. I haven't seen him in a few months.
Oh Lord.
I'm just having a blank, man. You know how my head is.
It's all good. You've been hit a few times too.
But here's a lineup of who's going to be there. Okay, doors
Okay.
open at 6. Bell time 7. Tickets for $10 at the door. All VIP has sold out. So those people will get in a little bit sooner. Get to go around, get pictures and stuff like that. Get to talk to the wrestlers, meet the wrestlers. Got the Crowley's going to be there. Brandon Barbwire from CCW
Okay.
is going to be there.
I ain't seen no Brandon in forever. I used to work with him all the time.
Workhorse champion is supposed to be there. I'm not trying to put out too much of his personal business, but I'm just going to send out thoughts and prayers for him right now. He's been dealing with some health issues. Tommy Too Good.
Okay.
The APW World Title match is going to be Fabulous Floyd Flair as the champion against the Instant Classic Geo Savage. Let me tell you, we got the kid CJ Adams is going to be there. That kid is freaking good.
Is that the one that hit you with the rope?
No, that ain't the one that hit me with the rope. Buck Skinner's going to be there. There's some people in this. Malachi's going to be there. Smitty, Ricky Kennedy, Buster Kennedy. I'm sorry. There's a whole bunch of people. Little Bit's going to be there. You remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Trent Daniels. I've seen him in
I was gonna say that name
American Hostile Championship Wrestling. I saw him there. He's pretty good. Smitty, Nix.
Now, Nix, is that who's wrestling a little bit?
Yes.
She actually wrestles down here too. She's on a show down here somewhere. I can't remember where I seen her.
She ain't been down there.
Well, I seen
Might be a totally different person.
Look just like her, little black girl wearing a mask.
Hold on, I'll send you a picture of her.
I know what she looked like, fool. I seen her on the flyer.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think she's been down that way.
Okay, well maybe
maybe in Mississippi. Is it a Mississippi one?
It may have been. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, well, I think she's been doing some shows. She's been going out there. I mean, she's been in it for a year.
Hell, let me give a shout out while you're promoting your bullshit up there in bumfuck Arkansas.
Hey, hold on.
Back
Mariana's getting close down there to you.
Yeah, but you're still in bumfucked Arkansas, okay?
Well, you got a point there.
Yeah, you're still in the asshole of America. Sorry about your damn luck, kid. Let me just go ahead and give a shout out here to Miami Ice. This kid here, he's based out of Alabama, 6 years of experience. He's Nightmare Factory polished. He reached out to me this morning. I guess he thought I was running shows again. I'm not running shows. I let him know that. Told him no, not trying to be a pain in your ass, man, but I ain't running shows. I said, I'd love to get you on the podcast, talk about you, send me over your highlight reel. I'll post it on YouTube, share it with all the promoters I know, and see if they can get you booked. But shout out to him. His Twitter handle is Miami Ice. He's been on, I was looking at a highlight reel on his Twitter page. He's been in the ring with Wardlow. He's been in the ring with several of the AEW guys. He's done a lot with AEW, so it makes sense because, like I said, he's Nightmare Factory polished. So,
you watched Dynamite last night?
Yes, I did.
How impressive was that with Wardlow?
It was awesome. I didn't get to see all of it because I was in and out of the kitchen cooking dinner for the wife. But I
Two
seen
big guys, but most of the time, two big guys do not work.
no. It's always
It
hard for
worked last night,
yeah.
and
Well,
he
I mean,
he power bombed Morrissey.
yeah. I couldn't believe he got him up for the power bomb, to be honest with you. As tall as that some bitch is.
It was something else.
Morrissey's a tall some bitch.
He is. That's a lot to get up to.
It is.
It was
I
something
figured
else.
that's just a one-off for him.
But I love the crowd. We
Yeah.
want Enzo. No, we don't.
I knew who it was the minute MJF said, "I'm bringing in a big guy. He's 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that." I was like, he's bringing in Cass. What's his name in Impact? Oh, Morrissey. He's bringing in Morrissey. Valerie's like,
William Morrissey.
And I'm like, it's the guy that used to come out with Enzo, and they do soft SWAFT and all that bullshit. And she goes, "Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about."
Yeah, SAWFT. So,
Got a cup of haters.
couple haters.
Cup of haters.
Couple haters.
I got a bunch of haters. I got more than a cup.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Speaking of more than a cup, we privately had a conversation about something. You think that'd be an issue to do that?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, you big dumb son of a bitch. No disrespect to your dear sweet mother.
Yeah, no shit.
I love your mama.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Send me a text message.
What we was privately messaging about. It's right there in the messages.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let me look at my messages.
You said we're shooting for the fall.
Oh, no. Let's not talk about it right now.
No, I'm just saying, would that be an issue there?
With what?
The heat magnet walking into the building.
I'm sure they don't know you.
Good. Sounds great. Don't you stand me up, motherfucker. I'll kill you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now on to the next part of the show.
Now we got everybody wondering what the hell we're talking about.
We got top secret shit going on up in this business. Here's what we're here to talk about today. I did some polls recently.
Okay.
I did 4 polls for the managers. And if I left somebody off, I mean, no damn disrespect to any of the managers out there. But the 4 winners ended up being Paul Bear, God rest his soul, Miss Elizabeth, God rest her soul, Bobby the Brain Heenan, God rest his soul. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. He was the last winner. That was my impersonation.
That was very good.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
He's the special counsel for the head of the table.
Can you do any better?
My name is Paul Heyman.
All right. So then I did the overall poll to find out who people thought out of these top 4 managers was the best manager. And I wish I'd have been better prepared today. I've had so much going on this week. I'd have got some pictures to throw up on the screen and shit like that. But the winner is Bobby the Brain Heenan. The overall
a round of applause.
Round of applause. Let me see if I can find that. Where's the button? Oh shit.
There you go.
All right. Look at me. Let me see if I can get that again. Ladies and gentlemen, Titanic. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby the Brain Heenan. I don't know, man. They don't like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gabriel Devine. That was kind of late behind. They were kind of quiet, dead silent. Heard, couldn't even hear the crickets chirp.
Oh Lord, I tell you what. Okay.
Cheeseburger is in the house.
There you go. He said that he liked Bobby in WCW. I liked Bobby everywhere Bobby went. Bobby was truly one of the best heel managers I've ever seen in action. He started. God, when did he start? Like
He was a wrestler first.
Yeah. Like
I will say this. I loved it when Brian Pillman got him to say fuck on TV.
Yes. Yes. He actually started out as a wrestler, ended up managing, and then went down to doing color commentary. He was very well known for his stuff with being the Weasel and the Weasel suit with his name, the Ultimate Warrior. They had the match. He had to wrestle the Warrior, the Weasel suit, and all that bullshit.
You know, I used to have that videotape from home video. VHS.
I went somewhere. We went to a collector's show the other day. And this is just a sidebar. Somebody was trying to sell VHS tapes. I'm like, bro, I don't even think they make VCRs anymore. Like you tell me where to get a VCR.
You gotta get one at flea market.
I don't even see them there.
You go to flea markets. You go to you gotta go to places that carry old stuff like that.
Damn.
I've got mine still.
Yeah, ours broke. I never thought that my VHS, I never thought it'd be something out of style. You know what I mean? I never thought. God. Anyway, yeah, he was well known for definitely doing the stuff with Ultimate Warrior. He was really well known for doing or being the manager of Andre the Giant. A lot of people don't realize how close him and Andre really got during that time.
Right.
I mean, him and Andre were like inseparable. But, when the 80s professional wrestling boom hit, he had King Kong Bundy and Andre the Giant were two of his biggest names that he was managing in the WWF at the time.
Right.
He was actually managing Andre the Giant the night that Hogan hit the slam on Andre. And let me just go ahead and myth bust Hulk Hogan's balls, because fuck you, Hulk Hogan. You were not the first person to slam Andre the Giant. Okay, let me just lay that out for you, Hulk Hogan.
No, there's a lot of people that body slammed him.
You were not the first person to slam Andre the Giant. Just telling you now. Because from what I've read in this book about Andre, and I've seen, I'm like 9 chapters in, but it's so good that I have to go back sometimes and reread each page just to soak it all in, because it's such a good book. Andre was, when he first started wrestling, he was like almost 7 feet tall at 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
In France and Germany and Japan and the UK, he was wrestling like a fucking cruiserweight, they say. He would throw drop kicks. He would do leg scissors. He would do different shit. He didn't do the 1-on-2 handicap matches and just dominate. He actually went out and wrestled a match. So I feel like we missed out. Like, if we'd have got Andre when he was younger, I think he would have not only been a bigger attraction, but he would have also, and I don't mean to disrespect Andre's legacy, but I think it would have maybe went a little longer for him here in WWF. And I know this story to be true, and this isn't about Andre. We can talk about him on another day. But back in the day when Vince McMahon Sr. was running, they would plan to do like pictures with him with other athletes. And when they would do this, if the athlete was taller than Andre, they would rush him out of the building and not do the picture because they didn't want to take away from his height. Because by then, as you get old, the cartilage in your neck starts to deteriorate and your spine compresses. I'm 6'3", 6'4", somewhere in that area, or was. By the time I get ready to die, I'll have shrunk 2 inches at least. I've probably already shrunk because I got fucked up disc in my neck and back, so we won't go there. But with Andre,
Mandy guy at work, we were talking about that.
Oh,
he
Jesus.
he was so one time he was like 6'6", and now he's probably 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
And he's almost 70.
Yeah, the older you get, the shorter you get. Especially the older, the way it was explained to me, because I asked the doctor about it, and then I've read about it quite a bit. I've been doing a lot of research on it because it really entertains me that people my height and up start shrinking. Like, we get shorter. Like, I don't want to get shorter. I like where I'm at. Like, I'm able to do certain things that other people can't do.
I can't afford to get shorter.
Yeah, no shit. But it really bothered me. You know what I mean?
No, Jim Cornette wasn't in the top 4.
I read that, and that's what stopped me for a minute. And then I read another comment. Actually, no, he was almost frontier survival. He was about 7 feet tall when he was 19 years old. It was his weight that was different, and he wasn't in as much pain. That's why he was able to move. By the time he started wrestling in WWF, he was in a lot of pain. He had a tumor that was growing in his pituitary gland, which is somewhere in this jawbone area that I've studied. I'm not a doctor, so don't ask me to operate on you, but they say that his tumor was rather huge. They don't know the size of it because nobody ever removed it, but they say that his tumor grew as he grew, and his size, he ended up being legit like 500 something pounds when he died.
Yeah, he was around my age when he died.
Yeah. And see, Big Show had it. Big Show went in, and Big Show had his tumor removed. And he stopped getting bigger, but he didn't shrink. You know what I mean? He stayed at the same height. He was able to cut weight and get in shape. So that's why he's lived longer. Apparently Lars Sullivan, and I don't talk about him much on the show because of his controversy, which that's not my business. That's his business. But, if he wants to suck a Peter, that's on him. But apparently he's got the same condition. Look, I have no issue with trans, gay, bi, any of that, okay? This is a very open podcast. We like everybody here. But apparently WWE had an issue with him doing porn. That's not my fault. And I will throw this out there. WWE can just kiss my ass too. Because I'm so pissed at the way they book some of their shit. I'm pissed at the way they handled the situation with the MSK guy and the accusations from his girlfriend. I don't think they handle shit as professionally as they should. That's just my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. I don't get involved in too much.
Yeah, that's the condition. Whatever. I don't know how it's a chromogale. He typed it out in the comment there. Frontier Survival typed it out. Let me throw it up here on the screen so everybody can see it. This word here.
Well, look at you.
Yeah, I told you, man, I'm learning shit. Look at me.
Oh, be damn.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. But whatever that word is, my wife can pronounce it. She's a RN. She's planning on going back for her. Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. that's why she's planning on going back for her APN nurse something. I don't fucking know. She's wanting to go back to school, but she can pronounce that shit. I can't. I was reading a book and I said, "Hey, honey, I know this sounds real dumb. I'm 32 years old. I look over at my wife, babe. She goes, what? Can you pronounce this word for me?" And I get this look. Are you serious? I'm like, babe, it's a medical term. You've been a CNA for. I've been a CNA. I ain't a fucking nurse. Can you pronounce this word for me? She looks at it. Oh yeah, that's such and such, and she says it plain as day, perfectly. And I'm like, oh. And then I try to say it back, and I come out with acaclogally, and I'm like, yep, that's not. Nope, that's nowhere near what she said. I can't ever say nothing right. Don't ask me to pronounce anything in French, Japanese. Occasionally I can get some the Mexican guys' names right. No disrespect to them. I was watching AAA the other night and I was like, oh, Ultimo Dragon's on. He's wrestling Penta. See, I got Penta right. Fuck you, buddy. Some of the other guys come out and I'm like, what's his name? How do you pronounce that? Like, no, I'm done. But yeah, Andre had that condition. And several others have actually had that condition. But yeah, Bobby Heenan, man. And I can't believe, he ended up with throat cancer that took his life. He lived in Largo, Florida when he passed. He had one child. And let me just tell you this. I'm going to say this as professionally as possible. He was billed. That doesn't mean he was actually this tall, but he was billed at 5'10", 242 pounds. And he was from Beverly Hills, California. He retired April 1st of 2001. His debut date was in 1961. So he had a long career.
40 years.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like JR. He's coming up on what, 50 years? Something like 50 years in the damn business.
Yeah.
Being an announcer, a referee, vice president of talent, a booker, all that shit. I mean, JR started at the bottom and worked his way up. Like I said, I feel kind of bad that I didn't get better prepared for this Bobby the Brain Heenan episode and have some pictures of Bobby in his weasel suit and stuff like that to throw up on the old screen there. But it's been a long week for me. It really has. We had, let's see, Monday, I got the cover up done. Tuesday, I had house adjusters here. They climbed up on my roof, walked around my fence, finally trying to get everything situated from Hurricane Ida, which is perfect because June comes around and we have hurricane season kicking right back in. So please say a fucking prayer for everybody down here in the southern part of Louisiana that hurricane season isn't that bad this year. I can't remember Jim Cantrell. That's his name. Jim Cantrell, the guy from the Weather Channel. Keep your ass out of the southern part of Louisiana this hurricane season, you son of a bitch. That's all I've got to say, because every time you come down here, we get butt fucked. Stay away. That's all I got to say to him.
So much for watching your language.
Keep your ass out of my state, because I don't want no hurricanes hitting this year. It is part of nature. It happens, but what kills me is my grandma. She's 84, 85 years old. She calls me up and, are y'all leaving? Are y'all going to evacuate? There's a hurricane coming. Nope. First of all, it's not hitting my area because y'all have a weatherman up there and I won't talk about him.
We have a good weatherman.
Huh?
So we got a good weatherman.
You talking about Ryan Vaughn?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Fuck him. Because every time there's a hurricane down here, he blows it way out of proportion.
Yeah, he really don't even talk about the hurricane down there.
And then the channel, what is it that the world news that plays before y'all's news comes on? They blow it out of proportion too. But hey, Yeah, they're really bad about it. I got another new feature. It's really cool. It's up to you if you want to do it today or if you want to wait. But I have this really cool thing where I can throw a video up and we can watch it together.
Go for it.
So I'm going to not throw up like puke, but I'm going to throw up this video. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Let me see if I can get everything else working the way I want it to. What we're going to do is me and you are going to kind of do a little commentary.
Oh, shit.
On one of these GCW matches. Because I haven't posted this match yet. And it's on my to-do list. Let me see if I can get it up here.
Oh, shit.
Is it working? Nope. Stop sharing. Go back to share. Share the damn video. Window. There's the one. Share. There we go. All right. Now, this is something that GCW is apparently infamous for doing.
Okay.
They like to do these fucking scramble matches.
Okay.
And I don't know why. My opinion is, I get it. You're trying to get everybody on the card that showed up, but this is how people get hurt.
Okay.
Because you got too many people in the ring, too much shit going on. I'm gonna hit play.
Okay, who do we got first?
All right. So the guy in the red and white tights facing you, his name is fuck, I done forgot.
Okay. That'll work. That's all I need to know.
There's Cole Radrick is in here. AJ Gray is okay. Well, you'll learn, motherfucker. Shut up.
I know AJ Gray.
Gringo Loco is over there. He's the one that's got his arm up on the rope.
Okay.
There's another guy hiding behind AJ Gray because he's a double wide in a way. Cole Radrick's got his back to you and he's got something on his tights. I don't know who the guy next to him is. It's almost a double wide. But I'm going to hit play. I'm going to scoot to the side for just a second. I got to get my hoodie off because apparently the air conditioner has kicked off and I'm starting to sweat like a motherfucker. So we're going to roll. I'll be back into joining commentary in just a minute. Oh, that is Drago Kid. The little short fucker in the mask is Drago Kid. I know that.
All right, everybody's walking out of the ring.
Oh.
That's AJ Gray in the ring with somebody that does not have a chest.
That is Cole Radrick.
Cole Radrick. All right, AJ's already got him down.
Ready.
All right, now he's coming around. Oh, got the wrong arm. Oh, he got the right arm. Headlock takeover. Woo-hoo. Is the referee wearing a mask?
Yeah, for some reason the referee's wearing a mask. They are in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Okay.
Oh. Sorry, I had to get that hoodie off.
That guy's not big enough to be able to stand up to AJ.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about this guy, okay? He's a kid that wrestles for JCW, and he's recently debuted with GCW. JCW is one of their shows that they work with there in Jersey City, I guess. And Cole recently had one of his first death matches. Oh, my God. Kid's nuts. He fucking had his first death match, started bleeding, fell in love with it. He's actually going to be in their tournament of survival. He'll take a light tube and cut his own fucking chest with it.
Nice.
Yeah, crazy shit. But I thought this threw me off because they're supposed to be having a scramble match, but everybody respectfully got out of the ring and let AJ Gray start off with Cole. I don't know who this kid is, but I'm sure if I turned their commentary up, he'd tell us. Let me turn to him.
Well, you don't want to get it blocked.
I mean, I played their commentary all the time. They're not real picky. But the
little fella got hit. Oh,
yeah, Drago Kid's fucking awesome. Check it out. Gringo Loco is the one that just took the Hurricane Runner from him. Gringo Loco is a fucking beast.
Hey, I did that before.
Did you the tornado DDT?
Yeah,
You could do a tornado DDT
yeah. Back in oh god,
when you
yeah,
was 19.
it was WWE SmackDown. It was Raw versus SmackDown.
Oh Jesus, you did it on a game.
I hope to God you don't think I'm that athletic.
Well, I mean, I didn't know. I was gonna give you credit, man. Oh shit. But yeah, I just figured we could have some fun with this, watch this match together, and just kind of maybe do some more of these. These will be fun, I think.
Yeah, as long
But
as I know who they are.
yeah, that's sucks to be you, buddy.
Yeah,
Maybe you should watch more GCW stuff. It's a
well,
fucking great product. It really is.
I
I
don't.
didn't think I'd like it, and then it just. I like Gringo Loco. He is the whitest luchador I've ever seen, but he is fucking awesome. They call him the base god, and when he gets going and he's in there with somebody that he can work with and actually has time to do things,
hmm
he can really put on a show. They did another one of these scramble matches, and Shane Mercer was in it. Do you remember Shane Mercer, the Iron Demon?
I'd have to say.
Okay. But yeah, they did it with him in it, and they had a hell of a finish. Up and over, man. These young guys like to go up and over. They like to fly. They like to get out in the crowd. Cole Radrick, I'm telling you, he's an up and coming deathmatch star. Um, I don't understand Nick Gage's thing. I guess he's pretty much getting to where he's done with it. He doesn't do as much as he used to.
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's he does a lot of sitting at the commentary table.
Yeah,
But that's about it. Or he'll come out and announce and introduce people just for shits and giggles and things like that. But he really doesn't do near as much as he used to do. I guess he's finally got to that point. Drago Kid here, double boot to the midsection, gets shot off. What the hell? They catch him, cradle up. Oh shit! Oh wow!
I think that was supposed to be a spear.
Yep. Axel Ray, something like that. Oh wow! He lands on his feet. On dude's shoulders. Now he's on dude's shoulders. He leaps to the rope and out with a corkscrew something to the floor on all three of them. Excalibur would call that a tope suicida corkscrew of munasuda.
You know, if somebody tried some shit like that around here, we would end up with an ambulance at the show.
I wasn't gonna say a word.
Then the freaking commission would end up being back.
Yep. You know, I wish GCW would come somewhere around the Gulf area where we're at, because that would be, I'd love to go to it.
Life goes on is what it's called.
Life goes on. What are you talking about?
That's what the name's called. Oh, did you hear? Matt Cardona lost one of his titles.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he lost his NYCW belt or something like that.
Oh, he'll be fine. Hell, he's
So
got like
now he's only got like 6 or 7 more left.
That's what I was gonna say. He had like 8 to begin with, so he'll be all right.
So is this the beginning of his downfall?
Maybe.
Oh,
I know he's. Yeah, did you see that Poison Rana?
yeah. How do you do that without falling on top of your
Dude,
head?
I don't fucking know. I couldn't do it. That Drago kid's pretty good.
Looks like Fuego del Sol.
He's a little bit too short to be Fuego.
Yeah, he is.
Apparently, he's the kid of Dragon that used to be in Lucha Underground. That's why they call him the Dragon Kid.
Oh, let's just go ahead and kill everybody.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. They want to go for these fucking tower spots, and it freaks me out. This is how somebody gets hurt.
Holy shit. Oh, nice move. Oh,
Yeah, you see that? Now watch this. Whoa! It's a triple moonsault. It was pretty, but what the fuck?
they coming in a little late. Trying to bring
Right.
up these counts.
Yeah, when you got 6 men in there, it gets kind of hard to keep up with where you're supposed to be. But I like that tornado off of Gringo there. DDT AJ Gray just whiplash. Kips up, lion tamer moonsault. That kid was on time.
Yeah, he was there. I'll
Mathers.
give him that.
It's Marshall Mathers. It's a Slim Shady. I'm kidding.
Is that the Beaver? Oh, no.
Justin Beef? No. Justin the Beef. I want to watch a death match with you so you can see them use gusset plates. And I need to find one with some of them barbecue skewers. Yeah, buddy. So you can watch that too.
Well, let's watch one of Nick Gage's.
Oh man, I'll have to go back in the archive and find one of his. It's been a while since he's had a death match.
He had a death match with
Matt Cardona. Yeah, I can go back and get that one off. I'll have to record it again.
They didn't now. He didn't do the skewers and stuff, but they sure didn't. But I mean, Cardona almost blazed it.
Yeah, him and Cardona, I was impressed. That was the first time Matt Cardona has ever been in a death match, and I was really impressed with how well they were able to come together for that.
They're saying that Buff is wanting to do one.
Yeah, they said he's wanting to work with Joey Janela. That's why he was involved in Joey Janela's spring break. But he just had something done with his knee, and so he's trying to recover from that first. And then we did have a question that popped up. So when this video's over, I'll throw that question up, and I've got an answer for it.
Which one? The wrestle match during a storm?
Yes, sir. I've got a couple answers for that one.
I've been in a couple of those kind of shows.
Yep, that's where I'm going with it. I love this spot right here. These two get up here, Gringo Loco and Drago Kid. I don't know exactly what they were trying to do, but he picks him up, drops him out. Beautiful. Oh, just vicious. Gringo has got a move where he'll get on the top rope, grab the dude in a powerbomb position with his back to the ring, and he will leap off, and he spins, and the dude lands like he gave him a powerbomb, set down powerbomb off the top rope. It's fucking beautiful. Gringo Loco is fucking phenomenal. And to say this, he is thick. He's thick like me, so the fact that he can get in there and move like that just makes me fucking jealous as hell.
Some people are athletic, some of us aren't.
I'm fat.
Some of us just got lead in their ass.
I'm fatletic. I can do some, but I can't do a lot.
I love that spot. That was funny.
That was funny. He's like, I'm gonna chop. Oh fuck it, it ain't doing no good. If I'm not mistaken, this is for AJ Gray's belt. This one is for the Extreme Championship or some shit. They have belts. I just can't ever figure out the names of them. Fucking Hooters, I swear. Marcus Mathers.
Okay, going to the top.
Here's the finish. Huge leg drop cover.
Alabama
1,
Jam.
2, 3. That's it.
Alabama Jam to finish it off.
Well, I ain't heard it called that in forever. All right, so let me throw this question up here. This one right here. Was there ever a wrestling match during a storm? Let me just start off by saying, fuck yes. There have been there have been a number that I have participated in. The very first one that I can recollect was Fourth in the Forest. I don't remember the year, but it's on DVD. If anybody knows Austin Lane, he's got a DVD that he sells. And at the end of the DVD, there is a match playing as the credits are rolling. And in that match, it's him, Marcus O'Neill, Reno Diamond, and I can't remember the rest of them, but it's a ladder match. I don't know why we had a ladder match in the middle of Fourth in the Forest, but I was the referee, and it was storming. You can see lightning going off in the background, and the ring was it was outside on the beach there at Cricket Forest Park in Jonesboro for Fourth in the Forest, and it was the most dangerous thing we've ever done. Metal ladders, standing out in the middle of the fucking lightning. Greatest thing I'd ever seen, right? Just lightning going off. It's raining on us, all kinds of shit. That was the first one I can remember. Then there's one. Somebody's like, hey, I'm gonna run a show. I need you to come referee. I'm like, okay, I'll come referee. We get there and there's tornado warnings and all this other stuff going on. It's starting to hail in Lepanto, Arkansas. And they're sending everybody home. Yeah. Start looking around, motherfucker, because you sacrilegious.
Hold on, we had 5 matches. We had 5 matches. Hold on.
I mean, we got 5 matches in.
The first 5 matches were really good. The bad thing is we had so many people that showed up. Some people wasn't even booked.
Yes, I mean that was the problem we did.
We had 5 more matches to go. We had a NWA Women's World Title match. Let's just throw this out there. We had Jackson Crowley back when he was young.
Yes.
And we had the Asylum.
Yep.
Psycho and Pappy. We had people that could wrestle.
East Coast Bad Boys and a number of us.
I mean, Mischief, Tasha Simone.
The highlight of the night for me, is you coming to me and saying, look, I need you to do me a favor. One way or another.
To referee this match.
Right. You're like, one way or another, they have to have this match because it's an NWA title match. It has to be recorded. We've got the person to record it. I just need a referee. Will you please stay? The girl I was with at the time, she was cool with it. We both liked riding in the rain. We didn't give a shit, so we were cool with it. The highlight of the night is I'm standing in the ring with Mama Tasha and Mischief, and we're doing this match. And I don't remember what happened, but all of a sudden you can hear the hail. You can hear the hail hitting the top of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can
who's the crowd? Who's the crowd?
All the wrestlers.
All the wrestlers. None of the wrestlers.
All the wrestlers stayed.
We got rid of the people. That's what we had to do. That's what the chief of police told me to do. We have to get rid of the crowd.
Right.
The wrestlers stayed there and let the girls wrestle, and we cheered them on.
Yeah.
And it was so loud in that gym.
But I remember Tasha's looking like she had her I think she had her in a rest hold or was going into a rest hold or something. And she looked at me and she goes, it's fucking hailing. And I went, the roof's going to come off this bitch and we're going to go out wrestling.
At least you got on tape.
Right? I don't have the tape. I wish I did. But man, we were in that ring, and I remember Tasha, and I will never forget that. Just the look on her face. She's got her there, and I think she snap married her over or something. And no, she gave her an arm drag. That's what it was. She gave her an arm drag, caught her in the arm bar, looked at me, and went, "It's hailing." Just stopped out of the blue. It's hailing. I'm like, oh well, the roof's gonna come off this place. We're good.
And we didn't have. It wasn't a time where we had phones and we could download the KIT app,
No,
the weather app and stuff.
no, not at all. And then there was another one in Lepanto as well. I was doing a show for MCW, Big Daddy LaFonce and them. And luckily I had two matches that night. My first match was on first. I went out as my Canadian Phoenix gimmick and tagged up with I want to say it was fucking Hillbilly Snuffy they had me tag up with to take on the Ham Bones in the opening contest. So I go out and do my match. I get in the back in the heel side. I have to change into my regular clothes to walk across the babyface side to change into my wrestling clothes again for my gimmick and go back out without my mask. So I've got all my shit bundled up in my little duffel bag that I carried on my little backpack that I carried, took it all over to the other side and put it in the duffel bag and shit. Cause the girl I was with at the time, we had a backpack where I'd carry like 8x10s and little pictures and shit to sell in it. And then we had a gimmick box, and I had emptied everything out of the bag because I knew I was going to have to go from dressing room to dressing room because there was no way to make it believable that the heels were on one side and the baby faces were on the other without having two separate dressing rooms. So the referees would have to communicate back and forth. Well, when I got over there and got changed and got ready to go back out, I was wrestling Jeremy Spiker in a singles match. And I remember going out to the ring, and me and Spiker are in the ring, and you can hear something outside, but you don't know what it is. But you can tell it's raining, but you hear the wind. And the finish that night, I was supposed to hit him with a super kick, and that was supposed to be it. Well, when I did whatever I did, gave him the super kick, and he didn't feed out as I was kicking like he was supposed to, So my foot misses his chin by like that much. And he doesn't take a bump. He falls back into the corner and makes it look like shit anyway. Like, why would you fall back into the corner? That was supposed to be the finish. So, it had pissed me off. Frankie Tucker was watching, and Frankie Tucker told me if he fucked up and I didn't fuck him up, that he was going to fuck me up. So I took the kid, shot him off to the next quarter, told him to feed out for the fucking super kick. Shot him off into the other corner. When he feeds out, I super kicked that motherfucker right in the chest. He had an imprint of my fucking wrestling boot on his chest. And I pinned him, and I walked to the back, and Frankie said, you could have done a couple of other spots before you did that. And I said, I'm trying to get out of the ring. That was our finish, and he fucked it up. I said, at least I shot him off. He said, well, next time, grab him in a headlock, do something, buy a few minutes. That way it's not so obvious that was the finish and that he fucked up. He said, but I liked how stiff that second super kick was. I said, you're welcome. Frankie said, good job. That's my one Frankie Tucker story that I always end up having to tell because, like I said, I never, you knew where you stood with Frankie Tucker, but he was never one of the boys that sat out there and fucked off and shit like that. But that was funny. But anyway, we get through with our match, and they're getting ready to go to intermission. And intermission, they send the chief of police over, and they tell us that, it's time to go. It's storming. They're going to have to shut us down for the night. And so I'm in the car with the girl that was with me, and we're driving back. And where Luxora is, and where like the Wilson oil company or whatever it is that's out there in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
We're right about there. And I've got the radio on. It's pitch fucking black. You can't see shit. It's raining so hard. I'm like, what the fuck? The radio's talking about there's tornadoes heading toward Caruthersville. That's where I'm fucking heading because I was living in Kennedy at the time. I had to go through Caruthersville to get home, or at least get off the interstate there at Caruthersville and Hayti. And then they're saying there's a tornado at Lepanto, and it's heading down the interstate that we're on. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's right behind me. And I'm driving along, and she's looking at me, and she goes, how fast are we going? I said, not fast enough. So I put my foot on the gas, right? Here comes a fucking Arkansas state trooper. I swear to God, doing about 120. Lights on. I'm like, this motherfucker's going to pull me over in a storm? Like, lights on. No, he flies past me, rolls his window down, and starts fucking throwing his arm. Go, go, go. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong? Like, I put the pedal to the fucking metal, and I'm taking off, right? because the cop's waving me to go. I'm like, what in the hell's going on? You see this big flash of lightning, and I look up in the rearview mirror, dude, and I shit you not, that tornado is right behind us.
Oh.
I said, that's why he said go. I'm fucking flying with this state trooper. We barely got away. That motherfucker decided to turn, went across the fucking field out there by the interstate, and ended up somehow when it turned, because I don't know how to explain the way Arkansas and Missouri are laid out together, but the roadways go, you go one way on the road and it takes you this way and you end up in this town. But the tornado turned and it ended up in Caruthersville and met the other tornado. And that's the night that the tornado and shit did a lot of damage in Caruthersville.
Right.
And man, you talk about being scared shitless. And I'm not scared of storms. I'm not. I'm the idiot. You know me. When they say there's a tornado, I'm out on the fucking porch with a fucking Coke in my hand looking for it. Where's it at?
Right.
That's me. Hell, when that tornado hit Jonesboro, I was sitting there watching it, okay? I don't freak out.
I mean, it was actually over you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was over us there at Killer's Chapel. Me and Val was sitting in the truck. We were on the way home from Wally World, and I said, look, it's right there, babe. You want to turn around and watch it? And she goes, fuck no, take me home. I said, but it's fixing to touch down. I want to watch it. Let's turn around and go back. No.
It damaged a lot.
Yeah, it fucked up half of Jonesboro. But, yeah, that one, I'll never forget that one because that state trooper just waving his arm, go, go, go. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing? And then the lightning flashes and you see in the rearview mirror this tornado just coming along the interstate. I'm like, whoa, fuck, okay. All right, I'm going.
Crazy.
Then there was the time in Jonesboro, and you can ask Frank Martin about this one. Me and his son Anthony, they said there was tornadoes coming. We were getting ready for an RWA show, and Anthony said, "Hey, will you ride with me real quick? We got to go to the house and put the dogs up." Me and Anthony were always cool with each other, especially when we were running shows because we always hung out. He did the sound system stuff a lot. I hung out with him, got along with him. He's like, hey, ride with me to the house real quick. We got to get the dogs put up. So I ride with him to the house. He's in his pickup truck. It's souped up. It's a fast truck. And they live back then, they lived on this windy old road that went back there behind Craighead Forest Park. So it had hills and curves and shit. And you had to be real careful. Well, we're driving over there. Didn't think nothing of it. We get to their house. We run in, run out the back door, get the dogs in. He gets one dog. I get the other dog. We get them put in the kennels. Next thing I know, me and Anthony's on the way back over to the RWA building. Right beside us, there's what is that place called? It's a tractor shop. What?
Case?
No.
John Deere?
No, they have hunting clothing and they have Kubota tractors sitting out there. What is that damn shop called? I can't remember it for the camo shop.
Okay.
It's the camo shop and it had a tractor shop attached to it, but I can't remember the name of it. But it's right across from the RWA building and the Seductions building, which was right next door to the RWA building.
Right.
And we're coming along, and in between the camo shop and this section up here by the nature center there at Craighead Forest, there's an empty field out here. And we're flying down through there. Doing the speed limit. We weren't flying, but Anthony looks at me and he says, dude, look to your right. I look out to my right in the middle of that empty field, and the tornado comes down, touches the ground, goes for, I'd say at least 100 feet or more, goes back up, comes down, goes across the ground again, goes up, comes down, hits the tree line, starts throwing trees. He hits the gas, and it's making a beeline, straight for the RWA building. It looks like it's going straight for the RWA building. You got Bishop Stevens. He was there. You can ask him about it. He was ready to get the hell out of Jonesboro because he said black people don't do tornadoes. He was fucking scared shitless. He was ready to get out of Jonesboro. Rodney Mack was there. I can't remember if Mama Jazz was there, but me and Rodney, when we got there, I looked at Rodney. I said, "You might want to get your ass inside. That some bitch is coming." He said, "Where's it at?" Anthony said, "We just seen it." And all of a sudden it comes down and there's this building over there, like right across the street. You know where the fireworks building always is?
Yep.
That big, yeah, there was a building right behind it, little thin metal shell. Tornado comes down, hits that fucking building, yanks that some bitch up, just throws it all across the highway and everything else. Tornado disappears. And that was it.
Wow.
I was like, you got to be shitting me. How do I keep living through the shit that we have to live through? I mean, of course, there's all the times that. Go ahead.
Crazy.
It is. I was going to say, of course, there was all the times that we wrestled in the Osceola building when it was raining and it leaked into the ring and you'd bump on the wet spots.
Yeah.
I loved that shit.
Yeah, if it rained hard enough, it'd rain right through the middle of the building.
Yeah. I remember being in the ring one night, and I think it was me, Cannon, the Ham Bones, and Big Jim.
Oh, and, Big Jim. I remember Big Jim.
Yeah. We was in there, and it was raining, and at first you're just getting little drips. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it just starts pouring, and the ring gets real slippery, and I went to throw a drop kick, and it ended up being like a super kick because one foot went one way and one foot went the other way, and I did the splits in midair and kicked the dude, and I was like, I'm done. Nope, tagged out. Big Jim's ass got in there, and he slipped and fell. The shit you have to deal with, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's been a hell of a show.
It has, and I say we cut her off now. We call it a good Cinco de Mayo. We've told storm stories. We've talked Andre the Giant, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and a whole bunch of other things. And I say we cut her off now. That way we don't go over the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we can
stick a
make
pin
history
in this
here.
Be the shortest one we've done so far.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to study up on GCW.
I don't know, man. That's difficult.
I
don't get the pay-per-views, and you don't tell me when they're happening.
I tell you every time they're on, you dipshit. I'll even post some of it to your page for you. But you definitely, I'll get that Nick Gage stuff, that Nick Gage and Matt Cardona one put together, and we can watch that.
Okay.
Do that as a watch along.
We'll definitely need to get together. Let's try to figure up a watch along show or something. We'll do it.
Yeah, we'll have to be real careful about what we do for watch along because AEW has been blocking like all major, like unless you're like Chris Jericho or somebody, they don't let you use their audio or footage. Same with WWE.
Well, we don't have to use their audio.
True, but
we can make our own audio.
I think I can throw a picture over their footage and it'll be okay. Just be hard to watch. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice there in the corner, we got the On Deck with Titanic logo up there for you guys today. Make sure you go over and subscribe to On Deck with Titanic on YouTube. This will be over on his channel shortly after it's had time to download and to move. Make sure that you share his stuff, share my stuff. I want to give a huge shout out to all my fans and followers because, man, let me just go ahead and brag real quick before we get off the air. I am now up to 2,313 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And even though I have that many subscribers, YouTube is still being a fucking dick about monetizing my account.
Well, you got to have over 10,000 hours, right?
I've got, it's like 4,000 hours, but I've got over 4,000 hours. What it is I had shared some New Japan stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently when New Japan went into business with Comic-Con, they decided to get real strict on their shit too. So they
put a copyright claim on you.
Yeah. They'll throw copyright claims.
If you notice, I got copyright claims on mine too.
Yeah, they'll throw copyright claims on you for some of the shit that you air. So I have to go through and edit it out. And that's like when I show the GCW stuff, GCW does not throw a copyright claim. A lot of the shows that I air, that I do record and air on here, They don't throw copyright claims, but YouTube says that I'm reusing someone else's product. So I have to edit the entrance videos and I have to do different things. So I've got to go back and redo a bunch of the videos and kind of explain to YouTube the whole deal. But anyway, enough of that. Like I said, subscribe to On Deck with Titanic. Subscribe to Dynasty of Wrestling. If y'all have ideas for a topic for a future show, or if y'all have questions, get those into us. You can always watch us live and get them in there. You got anything else you want to add before I close this out?
I'm at 120 subscribers.
Looky there. You're growing.
Add me. Add me.
Everybody that's watched, please go subscribe to On Deck with Titanic. You won't sink, I promise.
I promise you won't.
Yeah, because he don't go out in the water very often.
No, definitely not right now.
I feel you on that one. All right. Much love. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Everybody have a great Thursday and a great weekend as wrestling is everywhere. You have a safe trip this weekend.
I will.
Oh, and before I forget, happy Mother's Day. Tell your mom I said happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there and to all the fathers, the single fathers that are playing mothers.
And all you other MFers.
That's right. Much love. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm out. I'm done. Y'all have a great weekend.
See ya.